Today I am doing the topic adjoint and inverse of a square matrix. What do you mean by adjoint of a matrix? Adjoint of a matrix means if you take any matrix, find the cofactor matrix of that matrix A. Then the transpose of the cofactor matrix is called adjoint of A. Here the definition is the adjoint of a square matrix A equal to Aij n cross n is defined as the transpose of the matrix Aij n cross n. Aij is the cofactor of the element Aij. The transpose of this matrix is said to be adjoint of A. Here, adjoint of the matrix A is always denoted by adjoint of A, this one. For example, let A equal to, take 3 by 3 matrix A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Now here we have to find adjoint of A. To find adjoint of A, first we have to write the cofactor matrix of A. The cofactor matrix of A equal to the cofactor of A11 denoted by capital A11. Cofactor of A12, A12, A13. Next we have A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. This is the cofactor matrix of A. Now if you take the transpose of this matrix, transpose of this matrix is nothing but adjoint of A. Therefore, adjoint of A equal to transpose of cofactor matrix of the given matrix A. So, the transpose of this matrix equal to, here we have, by interchanging the rows and columns of the given matrix, we get the transpose of the matrix. So, it implies we have to take A11, A21, A33. Next, second column becomes second row, A12, A22, A32. Now, the third column becomes third row, A13, A23, A33. So, whenever you want to find adjoint of a given matrix, we have to find the cofactor matrix of the given matrix, then we have to find the transpose of that matrix. The transpose of the cofactor matrix of the given matrix is called adjoint of A. Now, if A equal to ABCD, find adjoint of A. If A equal to ABCD, find adjoint of A. Now, first we have to find the cofactor of each and every element of this matrix. After finding the cofactors of each and every element of the given matrix, then we take the transpose of that cofactor matrix. So here, the cofactor of A equal to, it's denoted by A11. A11 equal to, the definition of cofactor of an element equal to minus 1 whole power 1 plus 1. Minus 1 whole power 1 plus 1 into minor of A. Into minor of A. So it's equal to, we have minus 1 whole power 2 equal to plus 1 into minor of A. How to find minor of A? The element A lies in first row and first column. Close the first row and first column. Then we have the element D here. So into D equal to D. Now cofactor of B. cofactor of B equal to A12. It's denoted by small a12. Cofactor of B is denoted by capital A12 equal to minus 1 whole power 1 plus 2 minus 1 whole power 1 plus 2 into minor of B. Minor of B. The element B lies in first row and second column. So we have to close second column and first row. Then we have the element C here. So equal to minus 1 whole power 3 into C equal to minus C. Now cofactor of C. Cofactor of C equal to A to 1 equal to minus 1 whole power 2 plus 1 into minor of C. Minor of C equal to minus 1 into the element C lies in first column and second row. So we have to close first column and second row. Then we have the element here B. That we should write in a determinant. Then we get B only. So minus B. Now cofactor of D equal to A22 equal to minus 1 whole power 2 plus 2 into minor of D. The element D lies in second row and second column. Then we have to take the remaining element in a determinant. Determinant of A equal to A. So equal to A. Therefore now adjoint of A equal to transpose of A11, that means D, A12 minus C, A21 minus B, A22 A. Now transpose of this matrix equal to, we have D minus B minus C A. Therefore, whenever you want to find adjoint of a 2 by 2 matrix, here if you identify, we have to interchange the diagonal elements, principal diagonal elements dA, and we have to change the signs for B and C. Change the signs for B and C. When you have plus B, we have to write minus B. If you have minus B, you have to write plus B. And if you have minus C here, you have to write plus C. Therefore, whenever we have a 2 by 2 matrix, adjoint of a 2 by 2 matrix is always equal to interchange the principal diagonal elements. Interchange these two, A and D. When you interchange, you get dA. Next, we have to change the signs of off diagonal elements. We have to change the signs of off diagonal elements. If you have plus B, you have to write minus B. If you have plus C, we have to write minus C. If A equal to 1 minus 2, 3 minus 5, find adjoint of A. Here, adjoint of A you can find directly. Interchange the principal diagonal elements. Here the principal diagonal elements are, we are having 1 minus 5. So we have to interchange these two, minus 5, next 1. Now, off diagonal elements, if you have minus 2, here we have to take plus 2. So minus 2 becomes plus 2 and plus 3 becomes minus 3. This is the direct way to find adjoint of A. Theorem: if A be any given square matrix, then A into adjoint of A equal to adjoint of A into A equal to det A into I. where I is the identity matrix. Now to prove this, we take the matrix here. Let A equal to, we take a square matrix A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Now we have to find adjoint of this matrix A now. To find the adjoint of this matrix A, we have to write the cofactor matrix of this A. The cofactor matrix of this A equal to, we know that cofactor of A11 denoted by capital A11. So adjoint of A is always equal to transpose of cofactor matrix of this matrix. So what is the cofactor of A11? Capital A11. Next, capital A12, capital A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33 equal to the transpose of this cofactor matrix equal to A11, A21, A31. Next we have A12, write second column into second row. A12, A22, A32, write third column into third row. A13, A23, A33. Now the transpose of this cofactor matrix is this one. Now here we have to find A into adjoint of A. A into adjoint of A equal to, the matrix A is we are having A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32 into A33. Into we have A11, A21, A31, A12, A22, A32, A13, A23, A33. Now we have to multiply these two. So first row into first column. A11 into A11, A12 into A12, A13 into A13. We have the definition that if you multiply any element of, if you multiply each and every element of any row with their corresponding cofactors, and if you are adding, that will be always equal to det A. So this is nothing but we have determinant of A. The definition of the determinant of a matrix is always equal to the sum of the products of elements of any row with their corresponding cofactors. The cofactor of A11 is A11. The cofactor of A12 is A12. The cofactor of A13 is A13. And if you are adding, we get det A. Next one. A11 into A21. First row into second column. A11 into A21. A12 into A22. A13 into A23. That will be always equal to, from the properties of determinants, it's equal to 0. Now, first row into third column. A11 into A31, A12 into A32, A13 into A33, that will be also equal to 0. Next, second row into first column. A21 into A11, A22 into A12, A23 into A13, then this will be equal to 0. Next, A21 into capital A21, A22 into A22, A23 into A23. You are multiplying only with the corresponding cofactors. The cofactor of A21 is capital A21. When you multiply with the corresponding cofactors and if you are adding, we get always det A, otherwise 0. See here, A21 into A31. This is not the corresponding cofactor of this. That's why it's equal to 0. Similarly, come to the third row and first column. Here we have A31. A11 is not the corresponding cofactor of this one. So that it's equal to 0. Similarly, A31 into A21 plus A32 into A22 plus A33 into A23, it's equal to 0. Now, A31 into capital A31, the cofactor of A31 is A31. If you are multiplying with the corresponding cofactors and adding, we get det A. Otherwise, we get 0. Then we can take it as det A common. Then we have 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So equal to we are having det A into I. So always we get A into adjoint of A equal to det A into I. This is the property. Similarly, we can say that adjoint of A into A is also equal to det A into I. Now we have to discuss about inverse of a matrix. Inverse of a matrix means, let me take a matrix A. If there exists a square matrix B, here let me take A is a square matrix. If there exists a square matrix B such that AB equal to BA equal to I, then we say that B is said to be inverse of the matrix A. So, a square matrix of order n is invertible if there exists a square matrix B of the same order such that AB equal to IN equal to BA. Now, it is also denoted by B equal to here A inverse. B equal to A inverse. Therefore, the property is A into A inverse equal to A inverse into A equal to I. Inverse of the matrix A is always denoted by A. If you take a rectangular matrix A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, inverse of the rectangular matrix does not exist. Second, every square matrix need not be invertible. Every square matrix does not have inverse. And if there is a matrix which is invertible, every invertible matrix has unique inverse. Unique inverse. Every invertible matrix has unique inverse. AB whole inverse is always equal to B inverse into A inverse. AB whole inverse is always equal to B inverse into A inverse. A inverse whole inverse equal to A. I inverse is always equal to I only. If you find the inverse of identity matrix, always we get identity matrix only. We have A into A inverse equal to I. Then determinant of A into A inverse equal to determinant of I. It implies det A into det A inverse equal to 1. Now determinant of A inverse equal to 1 by det A. For example, if det A equal to 5, then determinant of A inverse equal to, if you want to find determinant of A inverse, here the matrix A is not given. So directly we can write determinant of A inverse equal to formula 1 by det A. 1 by det A equal to, here we are having 1 by 5. Next one, Ka whole inverse is always equal to, if A is invertible matrix, then Ka whole inverse is always equal to K inverse into A inverse. Here K is a scalar, where K is a scalar. Next, if A is invertible and A inverse is also invertible, if A is invertible and A transpose is also invertible, then we can write it as A inverse whole transpose is always equal to A transpose whole inverse. A inverse whole transpose is always equal to A transpose whole inverse whenever A is invertible and A transpose is invertible. This property is valid. We know that the definition of orthogonal matrix is, if A into A transpose equal to A transpose into A equal to I, then we say that this matrix is said to be, A is said to be orthogonal matrix. Now here from this we can write it as A inverse equal to A transpose. Whenever we have A inverse equal to A transpose, that matrix is said to be orthogonal matrix. Now singular matrix. A square matrix, A is said to be singular matrix if det A equal to 0. If the value of det A equal to 0, then we say that that matrix is said to be singular matrix. Non-singular matrix. A square matrix, A is said to be non-singular matrix if det A not equal to 0. If det A not equal to 0, then we say that that matrix is said to be non-singular matrix. Theorem: a square matrix is invertible if and only if it is non-singular. We came to know already, non-singular matrix means if a square matrix A is said to be non-singular if det A not equal to 0. Proof: a square matrix is invertible if and only if it is non-singular. First we take, let a square matrix is invertible. A square matrix is invertible means we take AB equal to BA equal to IN. Whenever you have AB equal to BA equal to IN, then we say that B is said to be inverse of A. Now take AB equal to IN. Determinant of AB equal to determinant of IN. We have the formula det AB is always equal to det A into det B equal to determinant of identity matrix is always equal to 1. It implies, we say that det A into det B equal to 1 means det A equal to 1 by det B. That means det A is not equal to 0. It implies determinant of A not equal to 0. Whenever we have det A not equal to 0, then we say that A is said to be non-singular. Therefore, A is non-singular. So, whenever you take a square matrix is invertible, then we are getting A is non-singular matrix. Now, let A be a non-singular matrix. We have to prove reverse. Let A be a non-singular matrix of order n. Then we have A into adjoint of A equal to adjoint of A into A equal to det A into In. If you take A is a non-singular matrix of order n, A into adjoint of A equal to adjoint of A into A equal to det A into In. This is the property. Now take it as A into adjoint of A by det A equal to adjoint of A by det A into A equal to In. Now it is in the form of A into A inverse equal to A inverse into A equal to I. By the inverse of the matrix, we have A into A inverse equal to A inverse into A equal to In. So it implies in the place of A inverse, here we are having A inverse equal to adjoint of A by det A. Therefore, we say that A is said to be invertible. Therefore, the formula for finding inverse of A equal to 1 by det A into adjoint of A. Here we know how to find determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix and 3 by 3 matrix. Adjoint of A means first we have to find the cofactors of each and every element of the given matrix. Take the transpose of that, we get adjoint of A. Inverse of a square matrix exists only when det A is not equal to 0. If A is a non-singular matrix, then only inverse exists. If it is a singular matrix, inverse does not exist. If A equal to A, B, C, D, then find adjoint of A. We know how to find adjoint of A and A inverse. Adjoint of A is always equal to, if you want to find adjoint of a 2 by 2 matrix, we have to interchange the principal diagonal elements D, A. Next, we have to change signs for off diagonal elements. When you have plus B, here we have to take minus B. When you have plus C, here you have to take minus C. Now, A inverse equal to, formula is 1 by det A into adjoint of A. 1 by det A, determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix. Det A equal to determinant of A, B, C, D equal to, determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix is always equal to product of diagonal elements A into D minus product of off diagonal elements minus BC. So equal to 1 by AD minus BC into adjoint of A equal to, here we have D minus B minus C A. So the formula for inverse of a 2 by 2 square matrix is always equal to 1 by det A into adjoint of A. 1 by AD minus BC into interchange these two DA. Next, Change the signs of off diagonal elements. If A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, then find A inverse. You can find A inverse directly here. A inverse equal to 1 by det A into adjoint of A. 1 by det A means product of diagonal elements 1 into 4 minus 3 into 2 into adjoint of A. Adjoint of A means change the principal diagonal elements 4, 1. Next change the signs of off diagonal elements minus 2, minus 3 equal to 1 by 4 minus 6 minus 2, 4 minus 2 minus 3, 1. Now here 4 by minus 2, minus 2, 1, 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Suppose if det A equal to 0, it is a singular matrix, then inverse of the matrix does not exist. If A equal to 1, 1, 2, 2, then find A inverse. We have the formula A inverse equal to 1 by det A into adjoint of A. Now det A we have to find here. Suppose if det A equal to 0, inverse does not exist. Det A equal to determinant of 1, 1, 2, 2 equal to 2, 1 into 2, 2 minus 2. So 2 minus 2 equal to 0. Whenever det A equal to 0, inverse does not exist because 1 by 0 undefined. So that since it is a singular matrix, A inverse does not exist.